Hey man, don't be that person. Don't be that person that we're talking about on this channel. Excuse me, don't be that person that you're trying to get away from. Don't be that person that you're riding people's nerves. Don't be that person that you're just so opinionated. Everything's a fight and a battle. That can become worrisome. Don't be that person that worries about everything. Don't be that person. Be the person that you want to be around. That's what I'm talking about. I am that person. I was that person. I'm both. I'm still trying to improve and get better. But I'm still a lot of the things that we talk about. I'm no better than anybody else. These are things that's a constant work in progress. But I refuse to be that person that constantly plug in anything in here, any of these topics on this channel. I refuse to just settle in being that person that complains, miserable, pointing the finger, blaming. Yeah, that stuff comes along with imperfections. I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else. But the overarching theme of this topic and what we talk about on this channel, be self-aware. Don't be that person. That's the topic of today's video. That's the reason why we go into such in-depth examples. Because a lot of the times, how many times have you heard something, thought about something, you're like, ooh, man, that's ugly. Nah, I don't do that. But the more that you learn about it, you're like, wait a minute. You start kind of digging through that topic and you start fleshing it out a little bit more and you're like, man, I am guilty of that. Whoa, man, that sure sounds ugly. Whatever the topic may be, I want to steer clear from that. That's the reason why I go into the examples like I do. I know a lot of the times it may seem clear-cut and dry with just the topic of a video. And sometimes it'll go just a completely different direction. I don't want to be that person. As you can see with the topics that we do on this channel, I put a lot of thought into this. It's a lot of brain processing, mental processing that goes on to this. It's a lot of feelings on the line. It's a lot of trials and tribulations. It's a lot of troubleshooting. Even though I'm using these words, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm wanting to say trial and error. There we go. It's a lot of trial and error with a lot of these things. And a lot of this I have picked up and I've learned along the way. Things that I've embraced and did before in the past. And I'm just like, man, once I came to a conclusion on a better way of handling it, I wanted to share those things. That's what we're talking about. To avoid being that person. To avoid being that person that when you see them, you want to turn and run the other way. Uh-oh, I don't know what they're bringing today. I don't want to hear it. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the energy to talk them down off this ledge. Don't be that person. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I mean, y'all have a good one.